In the nation of Zuman, nestled within the modern borders of Iran, there lived a Greek king. This king, afflicted with leprosy, had seen every doctor in his realm fail to cure him. That is until a remarkably skilled physician named Douban arrived at his court. Douban was a master of languages and a scholar of herbs and medicines. Upon learning of the king's condition, Douban donned his finest attire and presented himself before the king. "Sire," Douban began, "I understand that none of your physicians have been able to cure you. But if you follow my instructions, I assure you, I will cure you without the need for medicines or external applications." The king, desperate for relief, listened intently. "If you are truly able to do this," he said, "I will ensure you and your descendants are wealthy for generations." Douban returned to his residence and crafted a polo club, hollowing out its handle to hide a potent drug. He also made a ball and brought these items to the king the following day. "Sire," Douban said, presenting the club and ball, "I request that you play polo with this club. Strike the ball until you feel your hand and entire body grow warm. The heat will activate the remedy within the club's handle, allowing it to permeate your body. Then, return to your palace, bathe and rest. When you awaken tomorrow, you will be cured." The king, eager to try anything, took the club and mounted his horse. He chased the ball across the field, hitting it back and forth with his courtiers until he felt thoroughly heated. Exhausted, he returned to his palace, followed Douban's instructions, and went to bed. The next morning, he awoke to find himself completely healed. Overwhelmed with joy, he made his way to the audience chamber where his courtiers awaited, eager to see if the miracle had occurred. Their jubilation was palpable. Douban entered the hall and bowed deeply. The king, seeing him, called him over, made him sit by his side, and showered him with honors. That evening, he gifted Douban a luxurious robe and 2,000 gold coins. The following day, he continued to bestow favors upon him. However, the king's grand vizier, a man consumed by greed and envy, was not pleased. He resolved to bring about Douban's downfall. Seeking a private audience with the king, he voiced his sinister concerns. "Sire," the vizier began, "it is perilous for a ruler to trust a man whose loyalty is unproven. How do you know this physician is not a traitor, here to assassinate you?" The king, trusting Douban, replied, "This man is the most loyal and virtuous I have ever met. If he wished me harm, why would he cure me? Cease your slander. Your jealousy is obvious, but I will not be swayed against him." I recall the wisdom of a vizier who advised King Sinbad against executing his son. Intrigued, the vizier asked, "Sire, what did the vizier say to King Sinbad?" The king leaned back, recounting the tale. The vizier told King Sinbad that one should not believe everything a mother-in-law says, and shared this story. In the chilling silence of the court, the king's words hung heavily, a prelude to the darkness that was about to unfold. The vizier, seething with jealousy, concocted a malevolent plan. He spread rumors about Douban, whispering in the ears of those closest to the king, planting seeds of doubt and fear. Slowly, the king's trust in Douban began to waver. One night, as a storm raged outside, the vizier struck. He bribed a guard to place poison in Douban's drink. Douban, unsuspecting, drank the tainted wine and soon fell gravely ill. The king, seeing his trusted physician suffering, summoned all his doctors, but none could save him. Douban, with his last breath, revealed the vizier's treachery, but it was too late. The king, consumed by guilt and anger, ordered the vizier's execution. The vizier's death, however, did not bring peace. The court was haunted by the echoes of betrayal and the ghost of Douban, whose brilliant mind had been snuffed out too soon. The king, now more isolated than ever, lived the rest of his days in paranoia and sorrow, the shadows of his past decisions haunting him to the end. And so, the tale of the Hellenic monarch and the healer Douban became a dark legend, a cautionary tale of trust, envy, and the fatal cost of betrayal.